Marina and the Diamonds released her debut album, The Family Jewels, earlier in this year, but it wasn't until the single Hollywood that she really grabbed her attention. The latest single Champagne is out now, and I caught up with Marina to talk about the record and how Scottish girls were the influence behind the latest song. So how are you today?
I'm good.
And how's everything been going? You were up in Inverness last night.
We've basically almost been everywhere in Scotland, and then we're going to Newcastle tonight.
And how's it been up in Scotland? Have you been enjoying it? I mean, it's pretty cold outside just now, but...
It's absolutely freezing, but Inverness was beautiful, so very happy
you not stay at Loch Ness near Loch Ness last night?
Yeah.
How was that?
That was the night before. Really nice, in a country hotel. We didn't see Loch Ness.
Or not the monster either.
No.
Well, your last album, it was released sort of at the beginning of the year. How's things changed for you yourself since that happened?
Not a huge amount has changed, but I travel excessively now. I'm never home, so that's probably the biggest change. But for me, it's the best thing ever because things have actually happened, and I get to make music every day.
Now, your new single's out on October the 11th, which is called Champagne. Can you tell us a little bit about it?
The video is like a modern day Michael Jackson Thriller, but
I've seen the video. It is really good.
It's like all girls, and they're dressed in kind of 40s vintage slips. Well, they look like Glaswegian girls out on the rails, basically. That was the inspiration behind it. And the song is called Champagne, spelled S-H-A-M, like sham marriage, and then pain, like hurt. It's about the fine line between feeling totally amazing when you're drunk and everything going wrong in like a second.
Is that something you found yourself?
Oh, absolutely. I'm a master at it.
Is that quite good to have a song like that? Because I think everybody's had at least one time, must have had that.
Everyone has had a night that's gone a bit awry, so...
So that's the fifth single, I think, to be taken from...
It's the fourth official single, so...
And are we going to hear any more from that? Or are you sort of hoping that after this single, that's the album kind of done and you can sort of get back into the studio?
I don't know. There might be one more that's been released before, but we'll see how it goes. We'll see.
And are you sort of waiting? Do you like to sort of still write while this album's out rather than sort of wait till it's finished and then?
Yeah, definitely. You try to as much as you can, I think. But yeah, I'm deeply into the second album already. So.
And is there any sort of time scale at all? Are you going to maybe go back in the studio at the start of next year and get things done for that?
I would like it out next September. It depends if this album continues being successful. I have to keep promoting it. So.
Has it been as successful as you would have hoped for? I mean, when you released it, did you think ever that it would be doing this well?
Yes and no. Yes, as in, if you consider that I'm quite a left-field pop act. When I got signed, my label didn't think I'd be mainstream at all, so I've done really well for a non-mainstream act. But because I am half pop and half indie, as a pop act, I'm not wildly successful at all. I'm sure people listening now don't even know who the hell I am. So it really depends on how you look at it. What I'm thankful for is that the fans that I've accumulated are really hardcore, loyal fans. And yeah, I'm definitely an artist that you don't get in a clique. I think I'm a bit of work.
You see, like, as well with other than your music, you do seem to be sort of photographed a lot, and you do appear in a lot of magazines for your sense of selling. Everyone seems to compliment you on what you're wearing. Is it something that you always work at, or is it something that you just put something on in the morning?
No, it's really instinctive, actually. And to be honest, I'm quite a lazy person when it comes to looks. So, for example, this dress I'm wearing today was like $10 in a vintage store, and it's obviously not in fashion. It's like, I just liked it. So I don't know. It's nice to get press on fashion, but it doesn't mean the world to me or anything. I love my music, and that's all. So
how's life on the road been? Because I assume since the album went that you're touring and you're travelling. Do you enjoy it? Is it something that you look forward to?
Well, I live on a bus with 11 boys. Okay. I have my own double bedroom, thank God. It's quite weird. You can get quite disconnected from things. Like, I went to America a month ago and I toured for 3 weeks, and that's the only time I've ever been homesick in like 5 years. I don't know, I kind of love it. I'm made for this. I kind of flourish in not having roots anywhere and not being connected, because I feel like nothing's real.
So what are you planning to do for the rest of the year? Yeah, we're kind of at the end of the year, towards it now.
Well, after the Champagne release, first thing is on Thursday I've got the Digital Music Awards for BT. I'm performing Champagne at.
You looking forward to that?
Yes, massively. And then I go on a 34-date tour over the UK and in Europe which is almost sold out, so that's going to be amazing.
How does it feel to have shows that are, like you said, almost sold out? Did you ever think that you would get to this stage where...
It actually is really amazing. Like in London, I've sold almost 6,000 tickets, so that for me does mean a lot, because that means big venues, and that's my aim. I want to perform to a very large audience one day, so it's very nice.
And how do you find the Scottish audiences when you're up here?
They're really good. Basically, Scottish audiences, Irish audiences, and Americans are amazing.
But not the English.
No offence to the English. But it's culturally it's different, you know. Sometimes, for example, if you play in London, sometimes the crowd is very quiet because there's the pressure to like be cool.
Yeah, and that kind of thing.
Whereas, you know, the Scottish and the Irish are kind of just have a few drinks and have a laugh.
I guess as well, like in Scotland we don't get as many bands through, whereas in London you could see
true
bands every night, whereas sometimes other acts miss Scotland out of tours, or we only get one day. So I think when someone does come that we like, everyone sort of jumps on board and they do get really excited.
Absolutely.
That's great, thank you very much.
Thank you.
So that was Marina and the Diamonds, who'll be playing both Glasgow and Edinburgh in November.